What does MP3 stand for? Music player third generation? No. In fact, knowing what MP and 3 stand for, MPEG 1 Audio Layer 3, oh wait, there's an embedded acronym. Moving Picture Experts Group Audio Layer 3 doesn't mean much. MP3 is basically a compressed digital audio file. MP3s made it easy to distribute audio over the internet. The widespread availability and ease of getting and sharing MP3s made the traditional music distribution media, like the CD, obsolete and gave rise to a new class of portable audio players, MP3 players. Initially, these devices could only hold about a CD or two worth of music, but the falling cost of memory and the inclusion of small hard drives, such as in the iPod Classic, made it possible to hold thousands of songs. Piracy was also rampant, with Napster and its clones making it easy to get massive libraries of songs. Over time, MP3 players got more and more complex and capable. Then they all but disappeared when smartphones became ubiquitous and rendered them redundant. The final MP3 players were essentially smartphones without cellular radios. Today's thing is one of this crop, the last of a breed of devices. Design of Things 17, Sony Walkman NW-F885. This device perhaps represents the end of the Walkman era. At the tail end of the MP3 player age, Apple's iPod Touch was among the best-selling models. Other manufacturers, including Sony, started building MP3 players based on Android to compete with the iPad Touch, which had iOS. This is one such device. Let's take a look. At first glance, you'll see it looks like any other smartphone, a slab of glass. But maybe you think it looks small. And it is by today's standards, my phone for comparison. At the time, 2013, the iPhone had a 4-inch screen updated from its previous size of 3.5 inches. Tiny. This 4.1-inch diagonal screen was actually the standard or considered large for the time. Centered in the front of the device is this serif timeless Sony logo. The bottom section has a little cutout for the bulbous Walkman logo. When plugged into charge, this lights up and pulses, stopping when at a full charge. A nice touch that matches the chrome Sony logo even when not lit up. The body is made of metal and feels weighty and solid. On the top, there is a power button, and on the sides, there are some nice, unique buttons that help the device fulfill its role as an audio player. The volume rocker is a given. It has a nice raised dot to indicate the up direction. Nice discoverability if it's in your pocket. Then we have dedicated buttons for back, play pause, which has a tactile raised dot to help it stand out, and finally the skip button. These are actually the reason I bought this particular device, as I'm a track skipper, always in pursuit of the perfect song for the occasion. Even if the device screen is off, you can press play and the music starts. On the rear of the device, there is a plastic section for the antennas and the NFC reader. Below this is the Walkman branding. But the logo is more than just branding. It's also a speaker. Not a very effective one, but it is a speaker nonetheless. Finally, on the bottom is Sony's proprietary charging port and the headphone input, which is framed in chrome to highlight the fact that it has a DAC and provides superior sound compared to an ordinary headphone jack. Overall, it leaves a strong impression and is solidly built. My unit has survived its share of drops, but we know that Sony is good at making hardware. Let's focus now on the user experience. This player uses Android 4.1, allowing it to access Android apps. It's easy to add movies and music to the device. The interfaces for both music and movies are well organized and easy to navigate, having basic folder interfaces. All rosy? Not quite. The Android implementation itself was a bit problematic. The hard drive was divided for the Android system and user media. On the Android partition, there simply wasn't enough space. That partition fills up with only a couple of apps, and there was no way to change the partitioning. So while it was cool at the time, in practice, there wasn't all that much that Android added to the experience. When using the device to browse the web or use applications, the battery life also took a serious hit. But Sony had to compete with the iPod Touch. The market demanded it. So this is what we got. Shortcomings aside, it is a very good little device, but it soon became obsolete as smartphones saturated the world. But not everything is better on a smartphone. I love the physical media controls on the side and the attention to producing high quality audio. And I'll miss the Walkman brand. Until next time on Design of Things.